Hi guys, Canadian Hunter here. So what I got for you today is 22 LR ammo, and in particular the Federal Gold Medal Target. This is, I would say, the direct competition to my favorite 22 ammo, which is the CCi Standard Velocity. This is an ammo that I've been wanting to try for a while, but locally I haven't really been seeing it that much. But there's two big stores where I live that both are carrying high volumes of this ammo now. And I thought I would give it a try. What I hate about buying ammo that's hard to get is if I like it and I can't get it. I'd like to see a decent supply chain before I sort of, consider even switching to shooting a different ammo, or at least something as an alternative. To be aware that Federal sells this, what they call a gold medal target, in two versions. They have their 1080 feet per second standard velocity, and then they have their high velocity target, which is the 1200 feet per second. And I'm not really interested in the 1200 feet per second. For me, this is this is my 25 and 50 yard, 100 yard ammo. And, I really think that I just like shooting standard velocity ammo. Everything I'm using this in is bolt action, so I have no issues with cycling. If you are watching this video and you have like a Ruger 1022, maybe buy one box of the 1080s. You'll know better whether those will cycle in your gun or not. But I would imagine that the 1200 foot per second, the gold medal target, works really good as well. But the only thing that kept me away from buying this ammo was a little bit of the price, and I always come back to that same thing, which is that in Canada I pay $5 a box for CCi Standard Velocity. It shoots good, it shoots well in every sort of bolt action gun that I shoot it in, and the Federal target seems to range between about $7.50 and $8 a box for me in Canada, at least in the city I live in. That seems to be a common price. Looked online a little bit, looks like you can maybe get this Federal target in the States, depending where you buy it. I'd say as cheap as about $4 US a box. 4 to 5 seems to be pretty common. And with exchange on the dollar, it's pretty close. We're hovering around 35% exchange still, so I don't feel too bad about paying about $7.50 a box for this. As far as specs go, very similar again to the CCi Standard Velocity, 1080 feet per second, 40 grain, solid bullet, round nose. Looking at the two of these, they're very similar. I mean, they're the same sort of round nose design. The Federal bullet is a little bit different at the base, but one thing I noticed right away is they don't seem as waxy as the CCi Standard Velocity. And the second thing that I noticed, and I kind of noticed this right away with my CZ, is that the CCi Standard Velocities, they load a little bit stiff. And I didn't know this is a thing, but after buying the CZ and kind of just reading up about it a little bit and what ammos work for most people, a lot of people were complaining about, I'm going to call it like a heavy bolt on the CCi Standard Velocities, and it's really the only ammo in the CZ that seems to do that. The Federal target seems to load quite well. I used Ely Match, that loaded quite well. I used the Federal, the bulk target match, like those 325 boxes. That loaded well. So really, CCi Standard Velocity, it doesn't hurt anything. It's a little bit annoying, but just having to you got to really sort of push down on that bolt. But notice that it doesn't do that with the Federal. So went out, did some groups yesterday, and that's what really prompted me. And what I did was I went out, I bought 2 boxes just to begin with. I shot one of them yesterday, was doing some groups, had one fantastic group, and it was about the 3rd group I did, and wasn't able to really repeat it. Lots of half-inch groups at 50 yards with the Federal target. Can't say I really had any kind of flyers, anything like that. Groups, how groups go, they vary. Some are better than others, depending on what I can, it's not really the ammo, it's what I can sort of produce. But the best group I had was about, I mean, it literally, I couldn't believe it. You know, I had first shot, second shot, it looked like I went through the same hole. Third shot, same hole. It was just making one big raggedy hole. Fourth shot, same hole. And then fifth shot, wow, same hole. Went down at 50 yards, couldn't believe it. I was there with a friend, and we were just chuckling really, because it literally just made a big hole. Like it was not even that big of a hole. It was about a 1/4 inch group. And it was just awesome. And it was about the third group I did, and I said, wow, like if this ammo can shoot like this fairly consistently, that's by far, I'm switching. But you know, after shooting a bunch more groups, I think I just had a really lucky group there. But I want to shoot a bunch more. I think after, my plan is this, is that I have shot thousands of rounds of CCi Standard Velocity. I know how it feels. I know how it shoots. I want to go through this box of this federal target, and I'll maybe report back later. But the whole point of this video is that if you have not tried federal target, the gold medal target, I haven't tried the gold medal match. I don't think that, you know, it costs about double what this ammo does, at least in Canada. It's between $13 and $15 a box. And I'm at this point now where I've shot anything from Ely match, like $20, $25 a box, down to the $5 CCi SV. And it's really hard to justify the difference that you get in, at least for me, at least in match grade ammo. Yeah, it shoots fantastic, but I still think that, you know, these two shoot fantastic as well. Again, this one being about $7.50 a box in Canada, about $4 to $5 US. CCi Standard Velocity, $5 a box in Canada, pretty much anywhere I buy it. So, well, that's it, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. As always, please click subscribe. Talk to you later.